If your PC crashes tomorrow, would you know how to recover it? In this video, I'll show you how to prepare and reset Windows 11 step by step, so stay tuned. Hi everyone and welcome back to the CNATT channel. Before we get started, here's what you'll need. A USB flash drive with at least 16 GB of storage, a computer running Windows 11 to create a recovery drive. This recovery drive can be used later to perform a factory reset. If you plan to reinstall Windows using a recovery drive, create a drive on the same PC you intend to use it on and keep it dedicated to that machine. A recovery drive works most reliably on the system where it was created and is more likely to display the recover from a drive option. When used on a different computer, it may only provide basic repair tools. The full reinstall option might be unavailable due to differences in hardware, disk configuration, or Windows version. For best results, create and maintain a separate recovery drive for each PC. It only takes a few minutes. It's also recommended to recreate your recovery media periodically, for example, once a year, to ensure it includes the latest Windows updates and improvements. Step 1. Create a recovery drive. To create a recovery drive, connect your USB drive to an available USB port. Open the Start menu, type Recovery Drive, then select Recovery Drive or create a recovery drive from the search results. If prompted by user account control, click Yes. In the opened window, check Backup System Files to the recovery drive if you want the option to reinstall Windows later, then click Next. At this stage, Windows scans and prepares the necessary system and recovery files and verifies the USB drive's capacity. This may take a few minutes depending primarily on your system's performance. Select the correct drive and click Next. Reminder: all data on the USB drive will be erased. Click Create to begin the process. This may take several minutes depending on your system and USB speed. Once the process is complete, click Finish. Safely eject your USB drive using the Safely Remove Hardware icon in the taskbar. Store it in a safe and easily accessible place in case your PC fails to boot. Step 2. Reset your PC using a recovery drive. To reset Windows, fully power off your PC, then insert the USB recovery drive. Before turning it on, make sure you know which key opens the boot menu on that specific system. Common boot menu keys include F12, F8, F9, F2, Escape, and Delete. The exact key depends on your motherboard or laptop manufacturer. If you're not sure which key opens the boot menu, you can search online or even ask an AI tool for help. For example, boot menu key for Asus H670 motherboard. Another example, boot menu key for HP 15 series laptop. Now turn on the PC and immediately press the boot menu key repeatedly. From the boot menu, select your USB drive. If the system skips the USB drive and loads Windows instead, you may need to enter the BIOS or UEFI settings and change the boot order. Once the USB boots successfully, you'll see the Windows Recovery Environment or WinRE. Select your keyboard layout. Select Recover from a Drive option. The Recover from a Drive option typically appears when the recovery drive was created with system files included and is used on the same computer it was created on. After selecting Recover from a drive, you'll see two options. Just remove my files, fully clean the drive. Choose Just remove my files for a faster reset. This option is sufficient for most users. Choose Fully Clean the Drive if you plan to sell or give away the PC. It takes longer but makes data recovery significantly more difficult. Next, you may see a confirmation screen outlining what will be removed. Review the details carefully, then select Recover to start the reset process. Your PC will restart and begin reinstalling Windows. This process may take some time depending on your system. Do not turn off the computer during this stage. Once the reset is complete, your PC will restart and display the Windows setup screen. You'll be prompted to create a new account. Depending on your setup and Windows edition, you may be required to sign in with a Microsoft account. Follow the on-screen instructions to complete the setup, just like a new computer. If you prefer to use a local account instead, check out my separate tutorial where I show you how to set that up. Which is better, recovery drive or clean install? At this point, you might be wondering, what's the difference between resetting Windows using a recovery drive and performing a clean install with an official Microsoft ISO? Both methods reinstall Windows, but they are not identical. A recovery drive is created from an existing system. It uses files from that specific PC and is primarily designed for recovery and troubleshooting. Because of this, it works based on the same computer when it was created and may include system-specific configurations. In contrast, a clean install using a Microsoft ISO is a fresh copy of Windows downloaded directly from Microsoft. It is not tied to any specific device, making it more flexible and consistent across different systems. A clean install also provides more control. You can delete all partitions, start from scratch, and remove any leftover issues or unwanted configurations. In terms of results, both methods reinstall Windows, but a clean install is generally the more thorough and consistent option. So, which one should you choose? If you want a quick and convenient way to recover your PC, a recovery drive is a solid option. However, if you're dealing with serious issues, changing hardware, or want the cleanest possible setup, a full reinstall using a Microsoft ISO is the better choice. One final point to keep in mind, both methods reinstall Windows, but you'll still need to check and update drivers afterward, especially with a clean install. That's how you create and use a recovery drive to reset Windows properly. You've also learned the difference between using a recovery drive and performing a clean install, so you can choose the method that best fits your situation. If you found this video helpful, consider liking and subscribing for more clear, practical Windows tutorials. If you have any questions or run into issues, leave a comment below. I'll do my best to help. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.